unselfish play. That unselfishness became contagious. Ty Lawson showing you he's got some ups to go with that speed.
Gallinari with the crossover.
What is up, Denver Nuggets fans? Denver Nuggets fan 2 back here again, here to give you guys my game recap for the Nuggets 119-116 win over the Sacramento Kings in overtime. We moved to 4-0 in March with this win and 22-17 overall this season. Great win. Definitely a game that we stole from the Kings, but I'll take them as any way we can get them. So a great win for us, one of the better comebacks I've ever seen as a Nuggets fan, and it was a real exciting game, and I was just happy we came out with the win. We shot really well in this game. It was great to see the Nuggets finally have kind of a balanced shooting night. We were 45% from the field, 41% from the three-point line, and 80% from the free throw line. Good to see us shoot well from the free throw line and the three-point line. The three ball was definitely big for us in this game. Kings shot well too, though. They were 46% from the field, 44% from the three-point line, and 67% from the free throw line. I thought defensively wasn't a real good outing for us. But luckily for us, the Kings didn't shoot well from the free throw line, and it did kind of come back to bite them here in this game. Looking at some of the good things we did have in this game, ball movement was phenomenal here. We had 33 assists in this game. You love seeing that, playing unselfish basketball and doing a good job of making that extra pass leading to a better shot. You love seeing that. I thought for the most part the Nuggets did a pretty good job of not wasting possessions offensively and having very good ball movement here. We had 20 fast break points, did a great job of getting up and down the floor, playing at a very fast pace, playing at our type of tempo, and did a great job of getting some easy buckets in transition. We did force 18 turnovers in this game. Like I mentioned before, not the greatest defense performance from the Nuggets, but we were pretty active. Like I said, forcing those 18 turnovers. We had 31 points off those turnovers. That was a big reason we were able to pull out of this game. Did a phenomenal job of not only forcing the Kings to make mistakes, but then capitalizing on their mistakes. That was huge for us. And to get 31 points off turnovers, that's just a ridiculous number, and that's a great job of our guys of executing off those turnovers. We had 12 offensive rebounds. You love seeing that, getting those second chance possessions. That's big. Had 46 points in the paint. Did a good job of getting into the interior of the Kings defense and getting some high percentage shots. And then the clutch plays down the stretch that some of our guys made. Fareed with the free throws he hit down the stretch. Obviously Ty Lawson hit an eventual game winner there in overtime was a humongous shot and a huge play for us, and then a Flalo with all the plays he made, mainly obviously the 3 free throws he hit to force the game going to overtime. Those were great to see, and it was great to see some of our guys kind of step up and grow up a little bit, and I think you're definitely seeing that with mainly Ty Lawson as late. He's really starting to kind of take that next step, if you will, as a player, and definitely the clutch plays that some of our guys made in this game were definitely huge for us and a big reason we were able to pull this one out. Now looking at the bad things we did in this game, obviously giving up 116 points is not, you don't like seeing that. I thought defensively just not a consistent outing. That's something the Nuggets have struggled with is being consistent with their defense for 4 quarters. We made stops when we needed to down the stretch to be able to steal this win, but still I thought defensively a pretty piss poor outing and a really inconsistent outing. We gave up 14 offensive rebounds while we did have 12 of our own. Didn't do a good job of boxing out, gave up way too many second chance possessions to the Kings. They did a pretty solid job of capitalizing on those as well. We gave up 22 fast break points, again, not getting back. Transition defense wasn't good. Didn't like seeing that. Gave up 54 points in the paint. I thought the interior of our defense wasn't great, and to make matters worse, our perimeter defense wasn't great. So the Kings were kind of hitting on all cylinders for a majority of this game, offensively, and a lot of that had to do with our defense just being off everywhere. Perimeterly, we weren't good. Rotations were slow. Looks lost a lot of the times out there defensively, and our interior defense was kind of soft. So defensively, just definitely a forgettable performance for us. We also did commit 15 turnovers in this game. I thought we were pretty careless with the ball. Gave up 20 points off of those turnovers to the Kings. The Kings did a great job of executing off our turnovers, and then doing a pretty good job of obviously turning those turnovers to fast break points. So you don't like seeing that. And our fourth quarter execution in this game was absolutely dreadful. Like I said, our defense was very inconsistent. Didn't do a good job of playing 48 minutes of tough physical D, and it was pretty bad in all aspects. And we're very fortunate that we're able to come out with this win, and we are very lucky that we were able to steal this win with as bad as defense as we played here against Sacramento. Looking at some individual performances here, got to start with Aaron Aflalo. He finished with a career-high 32 points to go along with 2 rebounds, 2 steals. He was 9 of 20 from the field, 4 of 7 from the three-point line, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. Aaron was great. Was very aggressive offensively. That he had a big layup there in OT, which was a huge play. Obviously, the 3 free throws he hit in fourth quarter in regulation to force overtime. Those are just, that was cold-blooded by Aflalo. Those are huge free throws that we needed, and those were definitely big plays and big shots for Aflalo to take. That was 3 free throws definitely in the pressure cooker, and Aflalo made it look easy. And just all game was great. I was one of the few guys that gave us a spark offensively, was knocking down shots all game. It was great to see him shoot well from the three-point line, but he also did a phenomenal job of getting to the basket and getting to the rim and forcing some contact, and then getting to the foul line, and then doing a great job of converting on his free throws. Like I said, he was 10 of 11 from the free throw line, and obviously 3 of those were huge for us in regulation when he switched all 3 and was able to tie the game, forcing OT. So Aflalo was phenomenal. Really loved what he did here in this game, and it was great to see him have another great offensive outing and play very well. Kenneth Farid, another stellar outing for Kenneth. He also finished with a career high in terms of points. He had 20 points in this game to go along with 12 rebounds and 2 blocks. Stellar outing for Kenneth. I believe this was his 5th double-double in the last 8 or 9 games, which is just super impressive. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Hit some really big free throws for us in that second half and mainly the fourth quarter. Those were big free throws for us to keep us in the game and keep us to kind of stay pace with the Kings. And without those free throws, we would have never been in position to force overtime, and Aflalo would have never been in position to hit that huge 3 that he hit there in the fourth quarter to put us back within 3, and then obviously go for the 3 where he drubbed the contact, and which led to the eventual 3 free throws that he hit. But Farid was phenomenal. Loved his effort on the glass. Did a great job of getting rebounds, finished with 12 here, and just playing with great effort and energy all game. It's one of the reasons why I just love having this guy on our team and why I love watching him play the game of basketball, because he plays the right way. He did a great job being efficient as well offensively to finish with 20 points on 9 shots. That's great, and just did a great job being active all game and affecting the game in a bunch of different ways and getting some high percentage shots and playing well. It's great to see him get 20 points. Also hit a jumper in this game, which was great to see, and I thought Kenneth was great. And lastly, Ty Lawson having another stellar game. He finished with another double-double. This was 3 in a row for Ty in terms of double-doubles. He finished with 16 points, 13 assists, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Another great game for Ty. He was 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Obviously, 16 points on 16 shots. Not the most efficient outing. Definitely not as efficient of a performance as his previous 2 games to this, but still played well. Did a great job facilitating the offense, and again forcing the defense to collapse on him and focus on him to where he could set up his teammates for good looks, and was able to just drop it off to a big for an easy layup or dunk right at the rim. Did a great job on the glass, played with great effort, and then obviously hitting that huge shot in overtime, the eventual game-winning 3. That's just a clutch play by Ty. It was great to see him kind of want the ball in that moment and then make the shot there. That's just a huge play, and those are plays and those are shots that superstars want and that superstars make, and it's great to kind of see Ty kind of growing into that role slowly but surely. Another stellar outing for him. He played great, and I was really proud of him for hitting another game-winning shot. Ty was phenomenal. Wasn't as aggressive as he has been so far in the second half of the season, but still had a stellar outing, and at the end of the day, hit the shot that won us a game. So a great win for us that we stole from the Kings. So the Nuggets beat the Kings 119-116 in overtime, and we moved to 22-17 with this win.